Hey you guys, I'm going to be creating this look from Alia Bhatt but under a budget using all affordable items. So let's go. So firstly, she has moisturized that I already did. Next up, she goes with a skin tint and mixes it with a illuminating primer, and then she just applies it using her hands. That is a little bit tacky, but I'm gonna do it because she is also doing it. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Tint and this is in the shade 05. I'm just gonna take it. For the illuminating primer, I'm using the Swiss Beauty highlighting primer. I'm just gonna mix it a little bit, small pump. This is a really good one. Mixes it and she just applies it like this using her fingers. Okay, that is literally giving me the ick, but we have to do it. We have to do it. And why is this looking so bright on my face? It used to be perfect. Okay. Let me just blend this in. This tint used to look so perfect on my face. I don't know. But anywho, you can take another tint. This is the only tint which I had. So I'm just gonna apply it. This technique just feels too wrong to me. I mean, क्योंकि मैंने कभी भी product मेरे हाथों से नहीं लगाया है. So this is just giving me stress. Just to blend it in extra, I'm just gonna do this patting motion and some of it went into my eye. I'm gonna wipe it off to my handkerchief. The application does look very seamless, which is honestly a good one, but I'm not used to this. Next up, she's using a NARS concealer. For this, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm just gonna dot it like how she is doing. She has used a beauty blender, so I'm just gonna do the same. Then she's taking a ambient powder and just applying it. I am going to be using the e.l.f. pressed powder, and she has used a brush, so let me grab a brush. And she's applying it with the help of a brush on the inner corners, under eyes, on her face, and a little bit over here as well. Then she's taking these rosy drops, and then which is basically like a liquid illuminating kind of a blush illuminating thing. I'm going to be using the Inside Cosmetics like filter because I don't have a liquid illuminating blush like that. It is similar to the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and she's applying on her face using her fingers. So I'm just gonna take a few dots, just blend it in pehle, and then apply it on my face. It's adding a little bit of shine, not too much. Then she also applies this on her eyelid, which is what I'm gonna do the same. Yeah, of course, ये दिख नहीं रहा है because there is not too much of a pigment on this. But yeah, she's applying that on her eyelid as well. Then she's using the Too Faced palette. For me, I'm going to be using the Rude Cosmetics palette. She's using a lot of pinky peachy shades. She's using the peachy shade on her inner corners and outer corners, and then she's going with like a skin color shade on her lids and under the waterline. So let's do that. So I'm taking this peachy shade and just applying. I'll mix this and this pink a little bit, not too much. Then she's going with this really bright pink, applying it on her lid. So I'm just doing the same. The key with the eyeshadow like this is you just have to go back and forth with the blending color and the lid color, so it looks kind of pretty. Then she does her brows, and for brows she's used the Benefit thing, but I'm using the e.l.f. one. This, I think I've literally used it for like years now. It is my absolute favorite. This is for like 300 rupees. Does the job correctly. It has this wax over here, and then you just have to brush it up. I've recently gotten my brows done, so I feel like I don't need too much of a filling, and I have fuller brows, so मैं सिर्फ इसको brush कर रही हूँ. But yeah, a really good product. The e.l.f. one is a really good one. So then she goes ahead and curls her lashes, and then I'm pretty sure she's using either the YSL mascara or the Givenchy one. So for me, I'm going to be using this one from Mars. This is the Forget Falsies mascara. She's She's applying the mascara lightly on her upper and lower lashes. Okay, next up, she's applying a concealer again. What? Okay, I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that. She's applying it everywhere. Like, pehle jahan pe apply the same thing she's applying. But she's already set her face. This is so confusing. I know my under eyes are gonna crease, but let's do it. Why? Why? Alia, who taught you this? Seriously. Now she goes in with a contour bronzer. So she's using the Hourglass one. I have the Balm bronzer. And she's taking a big fluffy brush and just bronzing it out. I'm also going to do the same. Taking a big brush and just bronzing my face. Not too much. She also hasn't applied too much, so maybe same kar rahi hu. If you want another good bronzer, you can use the Wet n Wild one, but this is also a good one. Then she has the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, jisme basically the blushes are shimmery. So she's applying those with a big fluffy brush. I don't have that, and also it is very expensive. So I have the Color Bar shimmer blushes. You can also use the Swiss Beauty one, and then she's using a powder brush. So I'm just gonna take a blush brush like this, and she's just mixing all the shades. So I'm just mixing these two and just blending in. I do like this one. This is a really good one. If you want like a highlighter plus blush mix, I think this is so good. Super good. Okay, and the last step which she is using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. Again, that is for 3,000 rupees, but I have a dupe for it. This is the Maybelline's Superstay, not the Superstay, this is the Creamy Mattes in the shade Touch of Spice 660. This is very similar to it. I'm just gonna apply it a little bit. I absolutely love this shade. You can see how much I've used it. I've literally almost finished this lipstick. It's that good. And that is the finished makeup look. I don't think she has used a setting spray, so I'm not gonna do that. But that doesn't look that bad. I mean, come on. I know that my under eyes look a little grey because I like to use a color corrector and she has not used that. The base surprisingly looks fine. Like, हाथों से blend करके भी ये अच्छा दिख रहा है. The eyes also look super good, which is what I like. It's a pretty good everyday makeup look. I do think I like this. I would give this tutorial like a 6 on 10 only. You know, it would have been like an 8, but she applied the concealer after powdering her face. I don't know what that was. So yeah. So that was it, you guys. Let me know which other celebrities tutorial should I follow and make an affordable version of it for you. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.